46. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in press coverage. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Caught in the backfield, it's Bean. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy.
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Gators! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter-Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the RPO, complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gators have this offense rolling.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third down.
He's looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Quick strike complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. And the Gators will have it first and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Bean. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Got his man quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Kept it and he's past the marker. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run too, and he's got a 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Now this offense is back on the field. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Makes the catch. It's Ivory. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Firing to the right, complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Runs through a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Under fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Off play action on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snap it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Ivory. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Chavez. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see. Start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create.
Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They just keep firing. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Gators are marching down the field. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's not afraid to go deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
So here comes the Auburn offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give as they work on that clock. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lockett. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's galore.